Zhezhi's trailer is like a cry for help from artists. Now, this showcase has some of the most interesting animation we've seen so far from Wuthering Waves. Each animation is so snappy. Although the story is really simple, an overworked artist being treated terribly by a client, the way it's told is really fun and beautiful.
And you'd like it by...
Today, same as before.
I was worried that Zhezhi would be painfully shy and nervous and barely be able to get a word out based on her really sad-looking face. And while there are definitely elements of that in her character, it seems that there's more to her than just shy girl.
With these final touches, what do you think of the painting now?
Of course, the joke in this trailer is that despite how she goes above and beyond for her client, he's still absolutely unreasonable by the end. And in spite of this, she agrees to his terribly short deadline regardless.
The first draft was better.
Not a very good lesson for any aspiring artists out there. Yet, in many cases, it's what artists have to put up with. It makes me hope that her character development has something to do with respecting herself and her time a bit more. I know it can be seen as admirable to persevere regardless of the circumstance, but I'm pretty sure all artists would prefer to get more than one day for a deadline. Meanwhile, the patch trailer seems to imply that she struggles with jealousy.
You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free.
I want more of Wuthering Waves characters to have to deal with some kind of personal demons. If they're all good and perfect, then they're not gonna stand out from one another. My first impressions of Zhezhi, before I get to see her in-game properly, is that she's supposed to be one of the more relatable characters.
I'm Zhezhi. I do commission paintings. What else? Oh, I'm open for commissions. I offer fair prices, can adapt to any style you need, and do revisions too. And I never miss a deadline.
She's a little bit shy, she's got very normal brownish black hair, she's got some big old glasses, and she's just got a kinda regular job. She's not a general, or a soldier, or some kind of political figure, or a scientist, or anything else that most people can't really relate to.
Please don't worry, I'm a professional. Whatever my client wants, he'll get.
I think she could be a sleeper hit. She's the kind of character who seems really unassuming, but her story might just draw you in. Her hair is really cute from behind as well. I love the pink and teal tips at the end. Just really nice and bouncy and fun. I definitely prefer the back part of her outfit to the front. I don't know what's going on there. Truth be told, she's not usually the kind of character that I would go for. I don't really care about shy girl characters. I don't really care about the more plain designed characters. However, not every Kuro game's design is a hit with me, but that doesn't mean I can't love the character. In fact, Punishing Grey Raven has made me love a bunch of characters that, by all rights, I shouldn't like at all, just because the story is so good. And while I feel neutral to Zhezhi now, it would not surprise me if I was Team Zhezhi after the story. I kinda want her to be an awful person. Or at least kinda awful, you know? I want the jealousy to be a big deal. I want her to not be two-dimensional. And then there's the combat. Her weapon is a beautiful little rectifier, but it looks like for the most part she's fighting with a paintbrush. I'm a big fan of characters pulling out their own unique weapons, despite the limited weapon types in this game. One of the big bonuses to characters pulling out a unique weapon unrelated to their weapon type is that even if you do not go for their signature weapon, they're not going to be holding some big ugly stick or whatever. But are her beautiful animations and the fact that Shangliao is free enough to make her desirable? Will the story make her desirable? Is Zhezhi worth pulling for you? And if you come from the future, I want to know if the story changed your feelings on this character. This showcase definitely helped though. Even though it does kind of feel like the team who worked on it was like, please, people who are employing us, stop making us do really tight deadlines, please. This showcase is a cry for help, and I hope all employers and clients are listening. Please be nice to your artists, everyone. Anyway, please subscribe.